Hi guys, welcome to Twitter's funny channel. Today I'm going to teach point of sale system step by step part 40 tutorial. In this tutorial we discuss about the stock part of point of sale system, how to manage with the stock. Okay, first let me show the demo first. That is very easy for you all to understand the stock handling system. Click on the start button. Here I just put the one button here, just like a demo. If you click this open, you can get the stock like this. Here these item codes, this are the AC category wise, this one is a brand wise, this is a product, this is a price, these are the stock available. This category AC, the brand will be this product name will be this, and price will be the stock will be available 73. The same thing, the item code 3 also, item key code 4 also you can see, the TV also you can check like this. This is the, you can easily get the report like this. Okay, how to do this, the task I will explain with the coding. First you have to understand this stuff. Okay, this is the more important stuff in a POS system. You must check the report at the end of the each and every month, because the how many quantities are available, how many then only you can reorder the item. So that is the must thing. You click on here, you can easily find the stocks. Okay, this is the product name. You can easily check how many products are available. If it is below 10, you have to buy. Okay, if now the current stock is available 73, you don't have to buy. So that if when is the reduced one by when someone buy this one, it automatically reduce one by one. Okay, we'll see how to do this task. Okay, the completely stock will be available here altogether. All the adding and altogether the total will be 2772. This is the final total. You can here you have to search only for AC. You just type the name here and you can load. You can filtering like this. Here AC only you can see how many this available also. Okay, otherwise you can see the brand wise only, HP only, how many items available you can load here. You can easily filtering brand wise, you can filtering category wise, easily filtering. All things are available in this stock management system form. Okay, we'll go back to our coding part. Okay, let's close this one. Now I'm going to create the one form which name is stock. Okay, I already created this one for the demo, as I saw earlier. These are demo form. Okay, now what I'm going to do is here I'm going to create the new form which name is stock. Okay, go to the project and add new items. Here you can select name as stock. Okay, click at the button. This is the blank form. Now what I'm going to do is I already designed the form. We don't need to design again by again. As a demo, I copy all the stuff. Okay, select all the stuff and edit, copy and paste into my current form which is a stock form. Edit, paste. If I design always from the beginning this stuff, it is very boring, so that I already designed the one. Okay, that is very easy for you all to reduce the time rate and write the code. Okay, you already know about how to design the form and everything, how to drag the labor control, how to change the text, how to drag the grid view. Those stuff we study our previous tutorial. You no need to drag the same thing we did in this one also. It's very boring, so that I think that it's very boring, so that I already designed the form. Okay, now we'll write the coding. Okay, that will be the must things. Okay, this is the stock management system I designed. This is a category box. When you are entering the category, here go back to our database, select our database name first. These are the relevant fields are there, tables names are there. If you click category, you can notice that these are the category name available here, TV only and AC. These two categories only available. I delete one stuff in my earlier tutorial, so I have currently two category wise available. Okay, so if you click if you type AC, what are the brands available, it will be displayed as I shown in my last as I shown in my video as a demo video. Other then the brand, if you click brand, you can notice that here brand name will be available. Okay, yeah, two brands name will be available here. Now if you click the product, these are the products available, these are products name available. Okay, let me do the coding part. That's very good stuff. Okay, first, when the form is loaded, all the data grid view field will be loaded when the form is loaded. Okay, as we did our demo. Okay, when you click the sales stock button, when someone click the stock in part, this form will be loaded and the data grid view will be filling. Okay, the appropriate record. Okay, let me see how to do this. Double click on the form. This will be the form loaded. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one method, public method. It's very easy for you all to do it. I explain what is the purpose of creating our own method. You create once, you can reuse anywhere of the program. That is the purpose of that. Okay, here let's put as load. Let's name as load. Here what I'm going to do is go back to my ST form, double click on this. This is the code which I wrote. I just copy and paste it. After that, I will explain the stuff what I did here. Here I will place it. Here you're getting some error because I didn't write the namespaces above. Okay, these classes are coming from these relevant namespaces. MySQL .data .mysql client. This is the relevant namespaces you have to type above. Okay, after that I need the connection. Let me go to our form back and let me copy that connection here. After the initialization component, I copy this one. This stuff I explained in my previous tutorial. If you not understand this stuff, you again go back to my tutorial and study this stuff. This is very important stuff, how to create the connection object. Okay, here after the initialization component, you have to paste here. Okay, after completed, now what I'm going to do is here within the form load function, I created one MySQL data adapter object ADA. MySQL adapter, when you are, I explain plenty of times, when you are creating the MySQL data adapter, you no need to open the connection and close. It's automatically open and close. Okay, so you don't have to worry about to create the connection part. Okay, open and close that connection. It's automatically open and closed. Here within the MySQL data adapter, I wrote one query here. This is very, here I'm copy this one. this part will be little bit complicated, the one, because I merge 3 tables all together. Here I will explain. Go to my select my database here, go to the SQL here. If you paste here, Control V, what is there? Okay, now it's gone. Here, this is the result I am expecting from the grid view. ID, name. These names are coming from, this is the these names are belongs to category, these names are belongs to brand, these names are belongs to product, this price and quantity. Okay, the same result we saw our demo, as I saw the demo earlier. Here, when the form is loaded, here what I did is here, this coding, select on the database, you can check easily, select the database, go to the SQL query. Here I paste here again. One I will explain. Here I merged 3 tables all together. What are the tables I merged? Brands, category and products. Here if you run the program again, we'll see here this is coming from category table. Category name will be coming from category table. Here go back to our database and check if you have any doubts. Here category table, here you can click, these names are coming from category table. This name will be coming from our brand table. Here this is coming from our product table. Here these are the items which is coming from the price table. Here prices. Okay, the this is how it's working. Okay, let's go back to our coding part. Go to the SQL. Here notice that, click on the database SQL. Here I merged 3 tables all together. One is this, second one, first one is this, second one is this, third one is this. 3 tables I am merged all together. So click on the database name first and go to the SQL query. I already wrote the query here. So this one will be, what happened is here, product ID mean I am getting the product ID from product table here. Okay, this is the ID I am going to put here. Product, here you can type like this, product dot ID. Okay, I will write here and you can easily understand. Select product. I need first column will be product ID here. Here this product ID getting from product table. So go back to our database, product dot ID, it's automatically pop up, you no need to write comma. After that I need what? Category name. So the category name will be available, category table, category name. After that I need brand name, it will be available in brand table here. So brands dot name, comma, the product's name will be available products table. So you have to write the name properly. Okay, you no need to here, please be careful when you are writing the query like this. Okay, you have to check like this. Okay, it's coming from in this table, there is 3 various tables. Okay, now I'm going to again comma, I need a price. Price will be coming from product table price. This price will be coming from product table price. This product, this is the relevant price, this is the relevant stock available. These are available in my product table. Okay, after that I need quantity. The final one will be quantity. It is display like this in the order here as a demo like this here. First one will be product ID. I change the heading as product code. Both are same. Okay, this is category name. This one will be the brand name. This one will be the product name. This one will be the price. This one will be the stock. Okay, I hope you understood so far. After that, from products mean this table, I'm going to merge three tables. Inner join category. Here what I did is here I join first product table and category table. First I join and product table and category table. Here the main table will be product. Here I will explain after write the coding why do we take this product table as a main table. Products we connect with this table. After that we connect with brand table. Here products, from products inner join category on how to join the category table from the product table on product ID. Here I will open another one, then we will be easily understand. Here you can notice that here product, you can see this is the category ID will be available, brand ID will be available. So this will be the main part. I am getting this brand ID here and set into our this ID I am going to equal into my category table, this table. Okay, getting this ID and passing to this result. Okay, the same thing I am doing is the brand product brand also. I passing the ID into this brand table and getting the result of this, so that I am getting the main table as product table. The main table product table available two records here, category ID also available, brand ID also available, so that I am getting these records from my brand and category table. That will be that, so that I put the product table as a main table. Here products inner join category on products dot how to join products ID category products ID to products table to category, products dot cat ID mean this one, products table dot cat ID mean this one. After that equal cat ID, this ID coming from here. Cat ID mean here products dot cat ID equal into this cat ID mean this category dot ID mean this ID. The thing I wrote here. Okay, from products inner join category mean I am going to join products table and category table. I am going to join products table and category table. First I am join these two, products table and category table on how to join. Here if you go back to our products table, category fields available, so we easily set products dot cat ID set here, products dot cat ID, this table products dot cat ID mean this one, this column set into where category dot here category dot ID. That's the stuff I mentioned here. I hopeful you understand so far. It's little bit complicated, that much of art I think here. After that first one will be finished. After that what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge these two tables. After this completed I merge this table. Okay, this is the main table here. So after that what I'm going to do is here I'm going to write here for it inner join. After that you are going to inner join. I'm going to inner join brands here on brands on, the same thing here, brands on here. What I'm going to do is products ID, products brand ID, the same thing here. What I wrote, products cat ID, I join here, already here, sorry, go back to our product table here, products.cat ID earlier I join here, products.brid mean brand ID here equal into brand ID. This one coming from where? Here first what I am going to do is how to join products table and brand table with the ID. So products ID, products dot BRD ID mean this one. After that I am joined to this one into equal into brands dot ID mean this, brands table dot ID mean this, the stuff I wrote here. Here I am joined 3 tables all together. First one what I am going to do is products, this will be the main table. I am going to join to category table. How to join? Products table, there will be the cat ID here, products table, there will be the cat ID here. So products dot cat ID, the same thing here equal into category ID here, the same ID available in, this will be the primary key, the same primary key available in the product table, it's called as foreign key. I hope you this one you study in your lessons. Okay, this will be the primary, it's the same key available in another table, it's called as foreign key. Okay, this is the primary key. Okay, here category, here this one will be the category ID, product ID equal to category ID. After the inner join brands, I'm going to first merge this one. After that I'm going to merge these two, merged products brands, write the name brands on. How to join? Products, if you go back to the products table, there will be the brand ID available, products dot brand ID, the same ID available here equal into this will be the primary key, that will be the foreign key here, brand table also brands dot ID will be available, the same ID goes to this products database here. Okay, that's how I merge two. Okay, so this is the coding I wrote, I explained below. Now if you click go here, this will be the result. This is coming from category table, this coming from brand table, this coming from products table, the price are displayed on the products table. Okay, I hope you understood so far. If you have any doubts, you ask me anytime. Okay guys, we'll discuss about our rest of the tutorial in my next tutorial. If you like my channel, please subscribe me, like me. Thank you for watching.